So let's now learn how to turn images to black and white. How can we do that? Well, it's very simple using Python. First, let's create a function that will do that. First, I'm going to create here a function and I'm going to name it turn image to black and white. Black and white. And I know that the name of that function is too long, but it's always important to give a descriptive name to any function you create so that you know exactly what each function does. So this function is going to turn an image to black and white, obviously. How can we do that? Well, as usual, we need to open the image that we want to turn it to black and white. So let's work on the palm image. So I'm gonna copy the palm's image. I'm gonna copy this line and paste it inside this function. And by the way, if you want to pass a parameter for that image, so for example, you can here say image, and then while you call this function, you can pass the image itself, which is better, of course, if you are going to turn this script to a class. But for now, I'm gonna just leave it as simple as possible. And then after we open that image, what we want to do is that we want to turn it to black and white. How can we do that? Very simple. What we can do is that we first use this palm's image and then we call a function called convert. And this function is going to take one parameter, which is just the mod. The mod can be P, L, or CMYK. So the P is going just to translate the pixels through the palette, but we don't want that. What we want is that we just want to turn it to black and white. Therefore, I'm going to be using the L mod. This is how you can convert the image to black and white. That's it. This is all you need to do. And then you can just call the show function to show that newly created image. And you can, of course, you can save it and before you show it. But let's just show it for now. So I'm gonna call this function turn image to black and white, and then I'm gonna save and run our script. So as you can see now, our image has been, the palm's image has been turned to black and white, which is awesome. And of course, you can save that image. Again, in order to save an image, all you need to do is that you need to first, after you convert that image, you need to save the converted image in a new variable. Let's say palms and then underscore black. I'm going to say B and white, B and W, just for the sake of making our variable short, making the name of the variable as short as possible. And then you can here say palms B and W and then dot save, and then you can save it in any folder. I'm going to create a new folder here called black underscore and white, and I'm gonna here pass the path. So this is the path. I'm gonna pass here the path, and then I'm gonna append the name of the folder, which is black underscore and underscore white. And finally, we need to pass the name of, we need to append the name of the image, of the newly created image. So I'm gonna here say palms underscore B underscore and underscore white dot JPG. And finally, you can show it again if you wish to show it. P and W and then dot show. And let's now save and run our script. Let me run our script and show you that it will be turned again black and white. And if you open the black and white folder, you should find that newly created image, as you can see here, palms B and W, and As you can see, it's black and white, which is awesome.